Hello friends. Welcome in my Railway Policy Update YouTube channel. Through this channel, I am trying to describe all the important policy or circular issued by Railway Board. In this video, I will know about a auction leasing policy recently launched by Railway Board. Facts about a auction described in this video are based on Railway Board's letter number 2022 TC FM 1004 dated the 11th of April 2022. Purpose of the auction leasing policy is to allot commercial earning and non-fair revenue contracts through auction. Objectives of auction leasing: to simplify the leasing procedure of commercial assets, parcel space in SLRs or parcel vans attached to trains, parking lots, pay and use toilets, space for commercial publicity etc. Its main purpose is to maximize the railway revenue and to avoid idling of any assets. Benefits of auction leasing policy: saving of money and processing time, more liquidity and huge saving of money, hassle-free participation, simplified procedure, real-time decision making, agreement facility, no experience required, no provision of tender committee. Eligibility to participate in auction leasing: vendors or contractors have to be register themselves in commercial auction module of Indian Railway procurement system by visiting the website www.ireps.gov.in. Bidders will have to open a bank account in SBI for online lien marking of EMD during auction. The bidders will have to link his account with his IREPS account through a functionality available in IREPS. Vendors or contractors already registered with other module on IREPS are also able to enroll themselves for commercial auction module. Annual financial turnover of the bidders will depend upon the estimated annual contract value. If the estimated annual contract value is up to rupees 20 lakh, then minimum annual turnover should be nil. If the estimated annual contract value is above rupees 20 lakhs and up to 50 lakh, then minimum annual turnover should be 20 lakhs. If the estimated annual contract value is above rupees 50 lakhs and up to 1 crore, then minimum annual turnover should be 50 lakhs. If the estimated annual contract value is above rupees 1 crore and up to 5 crores, then minimum annual turnover should be 1 crore. If the estimated annual contract value is above rupees 5 crores, then minimum annual turnover should be 2 crores. Minimum annual financial turnover should be in any one of the just preceding 3 financial years. Identification of assets and preparation of lots. Commercial earning and NFR contracts will be identified by division. More than one asset of the same type may be clubbed in a single lot, if such clubbing increase the commercial value of the contract. Identification of the assets and preparation of lot will be finalized with approval of Senior DCM or DCM holding independent charge. Auction conducting officer, that is ACO. An officer not below the JAG rank, that is Senior DCM, or Senior Scale, that is DCM holding independent charge, will be the ACO auction catalogue prepared by ACO. Special condition of contract, if any, should also be included and published at least 12 days before the start of the auction. Duration of contract. Duration for the various contracts shall be as per guideline issued by Railway Board in the matter. However, for contracts in which Railway Board has not issued any guidelines or in which it has been left to the discretion of concerned railway or division, the duration of contracts may be fixed as per the following guideline. Leasing of parcel space for 2 years. Parking lots for 3 years. Commercial publicity for 3 years. High investment contracts for 5 years. Contracts involving seasonal or short duration train should be for a duration of operation of the concerned train. Note: provision of extension in contract. Normally extension will not be provided, but in a special case provided for maximum of 3 months with approval of DRM. Mode of bidding and its evaluation. Close-ended forward auction through IREPS. 30 minutes cooling off period will be provided after start of the auction, and no lot will close for bidding during the initial cooling off period. After the initial cooling off period, the lots included in the auction catalogue will be scheduled to close one by one. The schedule interval between closure of 2 lots will initially be kept as 10 minutes subject to auto extension. Auto extension period. If any bid received in last 2 minutes of bid closing time, which is auto extension zone for any lot, the auction closing time for the lot will be auto extended for 2 minutes, which is auto extension period. A maximum of 10 auto extensions will be permitted. The highest bid will be determined by the system on the basis of total revenue offered by the bidder during the contract period. Bid will be auto-accepted and contract will be awarded to the highest bidder if bid rate is equal or above to the reserve price. Reserve price and principles adopted for its fixation. What is reserve price? Minimum price fixed by the ACO below which the award of contract for the assets will be financial undesirable. Reserve price will be kept strictly confidential and will not be declared or disclosed to anybody before the auction is closed. Finance vetting of reserve price is not required. Following principles shall be adopted by ACO for fixing the reserve price. In case of leasing of SLR, normal tariff rate is per category of train or service, that is scale of train SP, RRR plus 25%. In case of leasing of VP, 1.5 times the normal tariff in one direction for VP as per applicable normal tariff rates as per category of train or service, that is scale of train. P, R, R plus 25%. Duly considering the lump sum leased freights rates for running successfully completed contracts for SLR and VP in the same train and rate received in previous auctions or tenders for the same or similar SLR and VP in same train. Reserve price fixation for parking lot. This should be based on survey of footfall of vehicles to be parked, parking charges to be levied on the vehicles parked. Rent or license fee for similar category of parking contracts nearby. Rate received in previous options or tenders for the same or similar space will also be kept in mind for fixation of reserve price. Reserve price fixation for commercial publicity. This should be based on rent or license fees of similar category advertising contracts nearby. Rates of the municipality or municipal corporation where the station is situated will also be considered. Location and visibility of the advertising space, rates received in previous auctions or tenders for the same or similar space will also be kept in mind. Various fees and charges to be paid by the vendors or contractors. First, registration fee, which is one-time non-refundable of Rs 10,000 plus GST. With payment of one-time registration fee, vendors are free to participate in any auctions for commercial earning or NFR contracts of any zone or division. Second, earnest money deposit. Earnest money deposit for contracts of validity 1 year and more, it will be 5% of the annual bid value. While for contracts of validity less than 1 year, earnest money deposit will be 5% of the full contract value. Third, security deposit. Security deposit for the contracts of validity 1 year and more, it will be 5% of the annual contract value. While for contracts of validity less than 1 year, security deposit will be 5% of the full contract value. Payment of lump sum freight rent, license fee by the contractors. For parcel leasing contracts, it should be deposited on daily trip basis. Amount should be deposited at least 1 day prior to the day of start of train. Grace period with penalty for submission of amount will be maximum of 7 days. For parking in commercial publicity contracts, it should be deposited quarterly. Timeline for submission of the amount is 15 days from issue of the contract for first installment. For subsequent installment, amount should be submitted 15 days prior from start the quarter. Grace period with penalty for submission of amount will be maximum 7 days. Penalty will be levied 0.5% per day on the outstanding amount. Other important facts. First, contract will be signed by the ACO and bidder within 72 hours of closure of the auction. Second, work should be started within 15 days from the date of signing of the bid sheet or contract. Third, delay in starting the work may be condoned as per merit of the case by ADRM at division level and CCMFS at headquarter level. Delay of maximum 15 days may be condoned. Fourth, termination of the contract. Termination from contractor side, by giving a 30 days notice to the Railway Administration after completion of 6 months of the contract period. Termination from railway side, after serving 30 days notice and in case of extreme operational exigency, by serving 7 days notice with approval of DRM or PCCM. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, like and share the video.